Hey guys, it's Dan from ITFEntertainment, and we are here to play Dark Cloud on the PlayStation 2. Now, this is on the PS4, which I believe is basically a HD upgrade of it, and they just decided, yeah, let's just bring that up. Dark Cloud has always been a game that I had it on the demo, and then I played the newer version of it I played the full version on my PS2 when I re-got the PS2 when I was a bit older, and then never really beat it, so we're going to beat it right now. So yeah, story wise, a book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with two moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. Me? But whether or not this is a true story. Do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that exists only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story this ancient book tells of. A magical and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is ... Now it could be Towan. I might do it as Towan, but I think I'm actually going to put my own name in there. Let's put Dan. Actually no, let's put Daniel, because why not? Start. Accept. I have to forget that the start and select buttons are the touchpad, which is very strange, but it works fine. Now we're obviously going to go through the whole cinematic bit at the start, so I'll cut myself out of this. I'll disappear, so I'll let you guys watch it. Actually no, I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to stay here. So I'll read out what they're saying. It's all somewhat disturbing. You've gathered quite a few of them. I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. I don't know what the voices are for. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. In order to procure good material, you do need adequate... I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem. Yes, sir. Thank you. Who's that guy? So, when will it very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it's time. Wow, they say a lot of things quickly. Mixing the blood of witches. That's some really strange stuff. Fair enough. See, I remember this game being a 12. It's all very weird. Flag, sir. Do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn? Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this for years. The legendary power is mine, is what it said. Yes, there is some bugs in this game that I've come across in my time. 400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands? You'll see. Why are they gone for like 5 minutes when there's only got 2 words to say, but like there's 20 words to say, it's literally like 5 seconds of dialogue. Oh, she skipped a bit there. It's all coming to a head. Here we go. So, now is the time. Yes, sir, so it seems. I don't know why I have to do that every time I'm doing that kind of voice, but hey. I think I'm going to do an angsty teenage of this guy's voice. What? This is the Dark Genie? I didn't get all of that. Well, it seems quite different than I imagined. The ancient Dark Genie. This is it. Hey, here you guys. Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master. Oh, is that right? Whatever. Fine. Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't eaten for 400 years. Darn, I have to eat something. Gotta have some food. Got you. Huh? Wow! Oh, stop it! Help! Oh, delicious. His voice is going to change quite a lot during this. I don't think my character actually talks at all throughout the entirety of the game. At least at that I can turn up from. Obviously back in the day before voice acting was around as well, so at least decent voice acting. Oh god, here we go. Hi, how are you today? Daniel, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Daniel, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Seriously, she says it twice. See, I should have told you. You should have hurried. Oh, she sounds too deep. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. Daniel, hurry up. Just like everyone in your life. Like Dad. You always look like a twat with that hat on. That's the one thing I hate about the guy. He's got that stupid hat on. And that super, like, yay! I'm going to tell you now, that big giant bonfire statue thing there is not in the completed version of the actual town once you do it. You get to see all the characters here, or at least the major characters. There's a couple there I don't think I've seen before. Like the ones that literally look the same. I think you don't see any of them. What's with the poncho as well? How that man is not dying from oxygen asphyxiation, I don't understand. Look at the insects squirming about. Hehehehe. And here comes the really, like, why does he need to spin around? Yeah, so everything kind of gets hit. Somehow your friend's fallen over and Daniel! And he doesn't make it. He kind of breaks the fourth wall a little bit with that thing there. I wonder what that is. Oh, and I've gone for the old man voice. Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up. Hey. Listen. Grandad? Ahem. I am the Fairy King. I am the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. I feel like doing Palpatine's voice for this. Men believed by greed have revived the Dark Genie. No, I won't go with that. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it. Your own village being destroyed right before your eyes, remember? You know, you lost your friends and all that shit. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. And in one night, half your world was annihilated. Oh shit, tough luck for you. It must be the men from the east. Wow. I think the Fairy King's a little bit racist here. That performed the resurrection ceremony. Probably thinks to use its black demon power for war, without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness. Pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence, or whatever, is that great. The bad thing is that it's the same type of magical power as our spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man. Just looking at you now, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power, I guess. And also a clear, kind heart. You must be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I think. I've decided to stake our fate on you. Yes, how old are you? 10? Let me bless you with power. That sounds wrong in every sense of the word. Bless you with power. There, surprise! It's just a big giant blue stone. It's what the world would look like before you've destroyed the Dark Genie. It's called Atlamilla. It's a stone with magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes for a moment. Solar flare! Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. Yes, I wiped it all out. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by a genie, I saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems as Atla was scattered around all by its tremendous magic power. They're probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes what happens. Absorb that which I sealed in Atla, using that Atlamilla, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. Yes, I know, the stakes are high, but fuck it, hey. You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Can you talk? Are you mute? Oh well, I'll give you another lesson once you acquire some Atla. Yeah, be a lot of exposition. So long. I'm just gonna leave you to it. A golden butterfly. And here comes the famous music that I remember so much. Daniel, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They're all calling for your help. Don't lose your head. I know it may sound insane. You're going insane. You're just straight up going insane. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Daniel, you'll probably meet people and say goodbye. To many people. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Daniel, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. And after nearly 17 minutes of cutscenes and me having a really bad voice, we're now going to play the game. So, right. Oh god, here we go. More bloody cutscenes. Oh. Arr, Daniel, you're alive. I don't know why I go pirate. Seems like we're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this'll happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Daniel? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? I should have really gone for a very posh voice for this. Oh, it's gonna ruin my voice after this. I guess the only thing we can do is get help from the guardian of Nolan Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I sound more like a dwarf. I have a favor to ask, Daniel. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful, This is the cave key. Cave key acquired. I put the things you might need in your bag for you, Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. Now, when I've played this before, I have completely, took complete advantage of that guy. A spiky bug's coming out. A prickly. Now, a prickly is fishing bait, and you'll be able to fish later on in the game once you get a fishing rod. But for the time being, we can't really do anything. So now, I would go and do the whole thing of walking across this whole thing, but I can do this. Press select, and it makes you appear anywhere. So I'll do that. Skip that whole bit there. And there's the key. So we've got some tasty water, some bread, some repair powder, escape powder, an antidote drink, and a prickly, painful looking fishing bait. So yeah, we somehow also have a weapon. We also have a dagger. Don't know where the dagger came from, but just randomly carries around. So yeah, so the one thing I liked about Dark Cloud was that every single level, basement level of a dungeon, is always randomized. It's never the same, or at least I don't know if it is a set generated, probably 10. But more cutscenes. Sorry, guys. It's for real this time, Daniel. From here on out, you'll be put to the true test. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast Cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in a dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in the dungeon, acquire a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's Crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all one by one. Next, I'll tell you how to return to the ground level, rather than advance to the floor below. To return to the ground level, you can mind connect with me. When you do this, I'll transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But beware, if there are any monsters left on the floor, the mind connect won't work. It'll be blocked by their evil energies. I'm clearly not powerful enough to do that. In such cases, use the item Escape Powder to get out on your own. He looks like he's pissed off on the right hand side there. He's like, you fucking prick. Using your special powder has the same magical abilities as my own mind connect ability. The Nolan Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. You can also mind connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of the dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you start to the next new level, so don't worry about losing progress. And here comes the best part of the game. Next, it's on to weapons. Be aware, weapons are breakable. Duh. And water's cold. The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder, which clearly is what? Like a band-aid? It will restore their whip. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on your dagger so you have on you, so you'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you'll get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the more important stuff, the Sphere, Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of an Atla into Atla Miller by touching it. When you return to the surface, you'll be able to begin assembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. 23 minutes. That's it for the lecture today. Now Daniel, show me your true ability on this side quest. Did he say side quest? I'm sure he said normal quest. I'm certain. Right, so now we instantly stop playing. And you can already hear a bat, which is over here. Now bats can poison enemies. Oh no. Okay, so we arrived at the... So yeah, you can see there's another cave bat. So, just like the first Atla, it's a fence. Which means, basically, when I get around to building houses again, I'll be able to put fences on. Oh god, I didn't realise there's secondary bat. Oh god. Okay, so you hurt me for 13 damage. And as you can see, I would say in the top left hand corner, but I think my screen's going to cover, my face is going to cover that. That I've got a health meter, a weapon, both health, weapon health, as well as weapon level up meter, and I've also got I believe it's like a thirst meter as well. Oh, I got pumped with energy, so now I've got the stamina perk, which basically means that for a certain amount of time I'll have stamina, I'll do more damage. And so you get these kind of like small treasure chests that, okay, so you've got the bone key. There's a lot to explain, but yes, you've got the small treasure chest where you'll find both on the top right, you'll have both a map and a magical crystal. The map reveals everything on the place, and the magic crystal shows up everything that's like a entity, like from treasure chest to monsters essentially. And come on, cave bat. Right, Oh, it's clipped again. I don't know why it happens, but it does. Okay, so I've got some escape powder, so I can get out. I can leave here anytime. So, but as you may have noticed, my dagger starts at a 48 health, and eventually it has a wind attribute, because every weapon has an attribute. And my dagger has wind, so it does damage to obviously enemies that do wind that suffer from wind. And you also get abilities where the weapon can do more damage against stone figures, and like there's alternatives. I'll go through when you look at it, you'll notice what I'm referring to. So you've got something like that. These are little secret areas where, in this case, it involves having tram oil, and then you can use the tram. Now, obviously, if I press X, there's a tram with rusty wheels. Now, naturally, you'd think, oh, what do I need to use for that? Oh, maybe some tram oil. And you can pick it up from these treasure chests, and then also you'd be able to go through like a back door version of the place. Right. So I've just picked up the magical crystal, and you can see on the screen there's a bunch of random dots. Don't worry, it's not actually your monitor or your screen, but it's just in fact that the screen's now received all the magical crystals, so I can kind of see where everything's going. So, right, so you've got to one of these doors before. Now, these typically doors don't happen that often, but basically requires a bone key. Now, bone keys you can get like the dragon key. In a sense, you can get it from any form of place. It's just you have to pretty much kill every enemy to get to that area. So you've got the small treasure chests, and you've got these big treasure chests. These big ones usually have a weapon inside or a very good item, so they're always locked. And it says it's locked. Forcing it open may activate a trap. Now, I've always known that with this game, that for guessing a trap, you get a choice of 3 traps. They could be poison, explosion, and curse. First one's always poison. He says. And now I've suffered 17 damage. Okay, but now it says I've got to guess a trap, which is explosion. For now, the only time I've actually done that, it's not come up. Ooh, the Chrysler knife. Okay, so this way you obviously pick up your weapons. Now I'll show what the weapon screen looks like now, knowing that I've got that. So just quickly let you know that if you go into a pool of water, your life fills back up, and your quench meter, or your thirst meter, goes up as well. So let's go to weapons, shall we, and have a look. So my dagger is a 6 attack, 30 endurance, speed of 70, so that means I can do more swings with it. And then my MP, which is magic points, is only 2, so this magic attack doesn't really do too much. My Chrysler knife is a holy item, so it has the holy attribute, so it does better against undead and dark figures, which would be perfect for this area, because a lot of the enemies I'll be facing will be like spirits and witches, and then like skeletons. So I'm going to equip that. Plus, it's got twice as amount of attack. It's got less endurance. I think every other weapon I've come across has always got less endurance than the dagger, except for I think the Balisard. And it's the same speed, and it's got better magic, which obviously naturally would be better. So equip it. Now, customizing will show you all the stats you have and all the items you can attach to your to a weapon. So you got your weapon hit points, the absorption, attack, endurance, speed, and magical power. And then it shows you there the 5 types of attributes, which is fire, ice, thunder, wind, and holy. And then you've got the 10 other versions, which means that you get kind of like anti-dragon, anti-undead, anti-marine, anti-rock, anti-plant, mage, mimic, metal, sky, and beast. Now, this naturally is quite a good one anyway, because all I'll be facing is undead and beast, so it's actually doing quite well here. obviously with this you can actually turn it off if you wanted to, but you cannot do alternatively. If you've got ice on this, for instance, you could select ice instead and you'd have an ice weapon instead. So if you click build up, you can also find out what kind of things you'll require in order to get to unlock that new version of weapon. So that's what it means, like by building up weapons and increasing the power. So you've got like this one here, you just need to pump up the attack and magic. You need more holy, more wind and more ice, and then beast. I believe that's mage and knight, or metal. I believe it's metal. And then obviously then you'll be able to get that new version of weapon. So, right, now that I've explained that, we'll continue on. Now I still haven't got Dran's. So I mean, look, insta kill, just one hit. It still actually has. This thing has still got more endurance than the dagger. I don't know how, but it does. Fair enough. So anti-bat. Is it anti-bat? I don't know if anti-flying. Oh, it does 14 damage anyway. So I think usually what happens, you find out that you get the magic crystal or the map like in the last treasure chest. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a second weapon on my first go. Yeah, this weapon's a bit overpowered. But this is what I mean when it comes to really taking full advantage of that guy, which the village chief, because basically he'll just say, oh, here you go, some items you need, any of the items you need, you can, here you go, and then you just kind of get the weapon healing powder. Oh, I got the map earlier. And as a result, you can then use that, heal one weapon, and then ask him again. He'll be like, oh yeah, you've still got more stuff you need, so here you go. Okay, I don't want to give up. Let's guess a trap as a poison this time. Yes! Haha! Let's see what weapon I got. Ooh, I got a Shamshir. I believe it's Shamshir's Thunder. Yeah, so it's Thunder. And if you notice, that's got this better endurance than the Chrysler knife. It has a lot more attack, but if you notice, the weapon HP is a lot less. I don't know how that works, but it does. And it's called characterized by its curved edge, light and easy to use. And if you notice, you build up, it's only got one version it can get to, and it requires a bit. It requires quite a lot actually. So ideally what you can do is when you get to level 5 of a weapon, you can status break it. Basically means it just shatters and becomes an orb, which then you can attach onto another item, which I think is fine. I find is always quite cool. So I'm going to keep this weapon though. This one's better, and then what I'll do is I'll keep storing weapons I don't use. Usually I don't get a... oh look, see, you've got a first attribute, which is speed 1. So you add that to one of the abilities and you get speed +1. I found that when fighting these enemies that you want to initially start attacking before they come to you. Oh, see, he's dropped Dran's crest, and the last person dropped Dran's crest. So as a result, funds increased a little. Let's have a look. I don't think I had any money whatsoever. I have 10. I have 10 gold now. Hooray! So gold is used later on when I'll be able to unlock the Gaffer's buggy, which is basically like a house, but it's essentially a shop. It's like a caravan. And once you kind of unlock that, the village chief gets, oh yeah, you can get all your stuff from him now, you don't need me anymore. So I ideally try and hold out as long as I can, but then it gets to a point where you end up having too many items and you want to then move on. So we're going to leave the dungeon temporarily because we want to just restock our stuff. And I think I'll go for a little longer for this initial episode because, well, we had a lot of exposition prior to this, so... and there's going to be even more exposition. And this is where all the game bugs happen. I'm still somehow walking. I can't remember the voice. Seems like you finally came back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of the Atla Miller resides. Building things and people that were sucked into Atla Miller will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to your ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. How the fuck are you doing that, boy? You're walking in a straight line. Somehow you're also hovering off the ground. By going back and forth between the dungeon and the ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who was granted the power of the Atla Miller. Seriously, dude, you gotta stop doing that. Now, let's move on. This may be a bit technical. If you want to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking and go to edit mode. Press the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can reassemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. I'm sure I had a different voice for this guy. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. It must be faster than listening to my lecture. Yes. Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this. It's called a buck. You should fucking read it. It's a guide for using Atla Miller and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you, also known as dumbasses. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it very carefully. Okay, I'll leave the worlds reconstructed to you. I'll be watching. Ha 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 ha. So long. It's like the thing got passed down to him and he was just like, fuck it, I'll put it onto this little kid here and I'll let him deal with it. Let him deal with the repercussions and everything. So yeah, we've now our big giant area to work with. I'm not gonna, you know what, screw it. Let's show you how this works. So you now have a couple of items or things of people, and then you have like things you can arrange. So like Macho's house, for instance, and trees, road, and river. And you get a bunch of other houses along with like windmills and stuff like that. So let's say, for instance, let's get Macho here. Macho, like his name, never skips training. And you can kind of notice from here, you've got characters. Daily training makes for a muscular body, which is there. And then if you arrange his house, you can do this. So let's plop him here. And then if I appear back here, he'll reappear as a house. Somewhere. Oh, he must be inside. But if you notice still here, you've got all these items, which usually is just plain boring items. Tasty water and bread. That's all I got. Now, there were question marks on the house, and the way to the things themselves reappear, I'll show you exactly what they want, is you ask them how they want their house being rebuilt. So, Daniel, I missed you, man. Your smile really brightens my day. So, tell me how to rebuild your house. Look, don't forget to expand my room, and the barbell, put that outside. Good God, I'm gonna run out of voices by the end of this. I'm just gonna lose my voice completely. So, you go back to edit mode, you go back, and you configure assembly, and you'll notice that the slot, your own room, and needed for training will appear. Now the other two will appear once you speak to the little powerhouse, which is basically his brother. So in the meantime, I'm gonna double back and Adventure Day 1 Dusk. So okay. So I'll go speak to this guy again, and then we'll leave it at that for now. I can't believe that's literally like the most. See, now our only hope is drowned, blah blah blah. He doesn't want to speak, but if I go to weapon, repair. Okay, because I didn't actually use anything, which is lucky enough. So the man now says, "This looks like no easy task. I put some items that you'll be needing in your bag. Be careful, okay?" Now, you go back again, and oh, some repair powders reappeared. So you need to repair that weapon. Go back out, talk to him again, and he says the exact same thing again, which then means I have another repair powder. See, he kind of, they're worth like, I think 10, maybe 20 gold pieces eventually, but I don't want to be doing that, so, you know what, we'll call it here. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the delights of Dark Cloud, and I hope you are looking forward to me continuing this. So check the like, comment, and subscribe. Check the descriptions below for any of the playlists I've done. I'm trying to do this whilst having like both Crash Bandicoot and also God of War at the same time, so please bear with me, there's not a lot of stuff going on in the meantime. And I will see you in the next part. Take care.